Let's give it up for John Fox.
Yeah, that wasn't awkward at all. Okay. Alright, yeah, so you can probably tell this from looking at me, but I grew up believing you can get women with Axe body spray. That's just the look I give off. Like, cause that's when it was big, like, just like the mid-2000s, like that's basically when Axe body spray was at its height. And I went to an all-boy Catholic high school, so like the first day of freshman year, we were all just caked in Axe body spray, just hoping we would see a woman within the next 4 years. It's like we needed that Axe magic. Like it looked like a sad version of the movie Field of Dreams. You know, if you spray it, they might come. Like who knows? Maybe we'll see in the next 4 years. Yeah, I went to Rutgers right after that because I needed to make up for lost time. You know, just because, you know, there's women everywhere at Rutgers, but the weird thing about Rutgers was the parties, because like the parties were great, but if you were a guy, you had to bring a certain number of girls with you to get into the party. Like there were some places you had to bring 5 girls for one guy just to get into a party, and I'm like, because you know, we were all pimps back then, because that makes perfect sense. No, but I look back on that and I'm like, that's a dumb concept. Because think about it, if I could convince 5 girls to party with me, then why would I party with you? It's true, like if I can convince 5 girls to party with me, I am the party. Like I won. Like you don't need me to party with you. No, it's like I don't need you to party with me. You need me to talk up your cheap keg of Busch Light. Like that's basically what we're at right now. But I'm at like a point right now where like, you know, dating is like still a problem for me. Like I don't have normal interactions anymore. I think it's because of this, but I really don't have normal interactions anymore. I remember one time after a show, I'm like drinking, I'm talking with an older woman, and like, you know, we're actually vibing, like we're just talking, and then she said something that threw me off. She said, oh, by the way, I always come during sex. And yeah, no, that's not... It's not going to get better, trust me. I looked right back at her and I said, that's a lot of pressure to put on a man. Like, Jesus Christ, like, do you want to be the guy that breaks the streak? Like, nobody That's not a good feeling, like. If that, like, it threw me off my game because I know what would have happened. She would have went in 18-0 into the Super Bowl and I'm Eli Manning. Like, that's basically how that goes. It's not going to end well. I don't know, but it's like also like dating apps are weird for me. Like, I don't really, like, I barely use them now. But I remember, like, last year, my cousin at a family party walked up to me and said, oh my God, John, I found you on Bumble. And I looked back at her and I said, yeah, I didn't need to hear that. Like, I thought that was an unwritten rule about dating apps. You just swipe left and then you just never talk about it for the rest of your life. Like, I don't need to know that my cousin's also on this dating app. It's weird. No, not according to my cousin, but like, what am I supposed to respond to that really with? Like, oh, you found me on Bumble? Well, what did you think? Like, did the profile make this work? I don't know. It would have been weirder if I was the one that said that to her, though. It would have been 10 times weirder. It would have been like, hey, I found you on Bumble, what's up? Like, that's 10 times weirder already right off the bat. I don't know, I'm like trying to put myself out there, like, you know, just be more out there, like, because, like, you know, like, I remember, like, one time I was at work and I'm going to get lunch and I'm going back to my office and I see a homeless woman standing on the corner showering herself with a bottle of water with no shirt or bra on. And I said to myself, if I died right now, those would be the last pair of tits I see. Like, that's my only thought I had in that process. It's not good in a near-death experience. You guys ever been in a near-death experience? If you have, like, you know for a fact you're only going to think of the weirdest shit as the last thing. Because I remember, I was in a near-death experience once. Like, when I was living in New Jersey, I actually got hit by a car and went to the hospital. You want to know what I was doing? I was just going on a walk, casual walk, listening to music. The song I was listening to when I got hit, Apologize by Timbaland. Yeah, not the song you want to listen to when you think you're about to die. It's like you're in a hospital bed, you're like, wait, are the last lyrics I hear gonna be, it's too late to apologize? Like, no! It's like, I guess this is how it ends. Oh man, but I am trying to make changes on my life right now. Like I'm trying to get my driver's license now because I turn 30 next year and I don't want to be a guy in his 30s with a learner's permit. Like that's basically where I'm at right now. It's not a pleasant feeling. Like I've taken the written test 3 times. It's not fun. Like because the thing is you can't renew it online. You have to go down and retake the written test again with a bunch of fucking high school kids. And maybe one other adult who's also down on his luck. That's basically what it's like getting your learner's permit late in life. And we're just holding our fists up in solidarity like, all right, we're gonna get through this, man. We got this. No, but there are a lot of people that get their license later in life, but I do think with driving schools, you need to separate the high school kids that are ready to get their lives together and the adults who need to get their lives together. Because like those high school kids have hope. I need it way more. Like, let's be honest about that. They have their whole lives ahead of them to get it. I just need to, you know, move forward a little bit. I don't know, but I remember like the first time I drove in like 6 years, like my instructor was telling me, there is one thing that changed about the road test. Basically what changed is like people on bikes, because like people on bikes have no laws in New York. They can just go right by you and you don't even know it. So you, like if you don't let them pass, you fail the test. And here's another thing what he told me. If the test ends and you completely park, but you open the door and a bike runs into it, you can fail right there. Yeah. I was like, if that's how I fail, I don't think I'd lose sleep over that. I'm not going to lie to you. Like, I hate people on bikes walking in this city. Like, do you know how many times I'm crossing the street and then an asshole on a bike cuts me off? And he's telling me to watch where I'm going? Like, every time I get out of an Uber now after a drunk night, I'm just like, is today the day? Is today the day this is happening? Alright, I'll leave you guys with this. Like, I got like conservative friends, like they'll jump down a liberal politician's throat on anything. Like I remember I think it was like a couple of weeks ago during a Ranger game, like the governor got booed before the game and my friend's like, you see our governor, she got booed and that's bad for her, right? I'm like, dude, I've never been to a sporting event where a politician was cheered. Like, let's be honest about that. Like, dude, like, Bloomberg had to pick the city back up through 9/11 and we're still like, no, fuck this guy. Like, the only time I've ever seen a politician get cheered at a sporting event was George H.W. Bush at a Texas Rangers game, but he was wheeled out on a wheelchair, so I think everyone was just happy he made it. Like, that's basically how I think it was. It's like, they didn't even show the pitch because I'm assuming the ball just rolled to the home plate. Alright, you guys have been a lot of fun. Thanks.